Hey ECM team, I hope you guys are doing awesome today. It is Tuesday and it is cold. I'm wearing a scarf and I have boots on, which is really exciting. I feel like winter is sort of finally starting to happen. We're getting a little bit of cooler weather, a little bit dreary, but at least it's cold, kind of. So anyways, I hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday. I just wanted to share a really quick video with you. I just have a few little things to say and encourage you with. First of all is just thank you. Thank you guys for serving. Thank you for being a part of ECM. Without you, we can't function. Without you, our ministry doesn't happen. You guys are such a huge part of this, and you are what makes it possible. So thank you so much for what you give. And please know that I don't take it lightly. Our staff doesn't take it lightly. We know that you guys have jobs, your parents, your lives are crazy busy, and you still find time to get in and serve and love on these kids of Tree of Life. So thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Some of you, hopefully all of you actually now, should have either received an email or a text message or something from your team captains. And as we talked about a little bit earlier, we have switched up our teams a little bit. So now all of our teams are based off of what classroom that you serve in. So if you're newer, you have some team captains and hopefully you've had a chance to meet them. If not, you will really soon. But you should have received an email or text message from them asking some questions about our scheduling. So we are trying really hard to get those back. We wanted them back by tomorrow, but if you could please make an effort to respond back to that email or text message, that would be awesome. We're trying to gather up this information to just make sure that we're doing the best that we can for you guys, our volunteers, because we appreciate you, we appreciate your time, and we want to value that the very best that we can. So please get those responses back into your captains. I know some of you guys don't really know them yet, but we're working on that and getting them around to meet everybody on their teams and everybody that they're in contact with. So if you could get that back, that would be awesome. And I just want to give you guys a little challenge to think about over this next month. Everybody should be serving within the next month. And so I just want you to think about connecting with parents. It's easy for us to connect to the kids because we're in there with them for a couple of hours, and so we have great opportunity to speak into their life, to love on them, to pray for them, and all of that. But I want to challenge you guys as well to try to connect with the parents. And I know that sometimes that's probably very difficult because it's really fast. Some of them just want to get in and out, or they have to drop the kid and run because they'll cry if they don't leave, or whatever the case may be. But I want to encourage you guys to make sure that you are smiling, make sure that you are excited to see those parents, because for some of them, especially new people, you're really one of the few faces that they see is when they're dropping off their kid and then they just go to the sanctuary and come back and pick them up. So what an honor and a privilege we have to get to be a smiling face and somebody really happy to greet them and just to assure them that we're going to love on their kid the best that we can. So I want to encourage you, try to spark some conversation, especially if you have time. Maybe it's there's no other parents around and it's just them dropping off. Spark up a conversation. Try to get to know some of the parents. It may spark a relationship that you didn't think you'd otherwise have, or a friendship that you can build with those parents or with that family or what have you. Great way to meet new people. And also I think it just reassures the parents that, we want to get to know them. We're here to serve in whatever capacity. So I want to challenge you guys to do that. And I know some of you do that really well already because I see it happen. But just something to kind of keep on the forefront of your mind. As a ministry, we always want to make sure we're really helping to work with parents to teach their kids about Jesus. And so for instance, when they're picking up their kids and we're passing out those take-home sheets, spark a conversation with them. Let them know, hey, this curriculum goes with the free Bible app. You can do this stuff at home. It's what they're already learning. It'll reinforce it, and it's a great way for you to connect with your kid on what they're learning here. So anyways, just little things like that and ways that you can connect with the parents. And then lastly, trying to keep this real quick. It's already a little longer than I wanted it to be. But lastly, I just want to encourage you guys to keep yourselves filled up. I have just felt that on my spirit more and more lately that I've got to be getting into the Word, and I've got to be getting into God's presence and worshiping. And I don't just mean at church. I'm talking about when you're at home, Monday through Friday, Saturday, whatever, the days that you're not at church, make sure you are pouring into yourself. Find podcasts, get into your Word, find a good book that you can read that will just take you in deeper with Jesus, because we want you guys, when you come to serve on your Sunday or your Wednesday, to be pumped up and ready to go and love on these kids. And you may not have to preach a sermon to them, so you don't have to prepare for a message in that way, but what is in you will come out to them. So I just want to encourage you, fill yourselves up with the Word of God. Fill yourself up with His presence, because then it will just overflow, and you'll notice a change the more that you do that, and I'm sure many of you already have. But you notice a change where you work, you notice a change when you're serving, you notice a change in your family, just in your everyday life. So as I've been kind of challenging myself on that one, I want to pass along the challenge and encourage you guys to fill yourselves up as well. So that was really it. Just want to say thank you to you guys. Love y'all so much. You are amazing, and what you do here is making such a huge impact on these kids' lives forever. They may not come up to you on Sunday and say thank you for watching me or thank you for teaching me, but man, years down the road, I still remember my Sunday school teacher when I was in like 3rd grade. The first time that I went to church, I remember her, and I remember the way that she treated me. And so you get to be that for these kids. They'll never forget you. They'll remember their ECM teacher, and just how you treated them and how you love them. So thank you guys so much for what you do. Praying that you have an incredible rest of the week. If you'll be here tomorrow, can't wait to see you then.